you all were great. You all were great. But now, what a lot of people don't understand, Coach, and I want you to kind of tell the story because I may butcher it a little bit. I believe that you really, really started the whole small ball. People remember like when Phoenix Suns was doing it, but like Chris Head started small ball a long, long time ago.
Yeah.
But the AAU rules, as we know it, are different because of you.
Absolutely.
Can you explain how you single-handedly changed what we know about AAU today?
Absolutely. So back during those times, yeah, it was rough summers and stuff. So this I had always had my own, as they call it today, AAU.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, I didn't call it that. I
Right.
just called it my spring and summer team because my objective was to keep my kids together and to
Yeah.
keep them safe.
Yeah.
That was my main two objectives. We were gonna play basketball no matter where it was, but my objectives was to make sure that I knew where my kids was and to keep my kids safe. So by the
Mm-hmm.
time that day was over, they was too tired to go do anything else. They went home, ate, and went to sleep.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
had to see me again the next morning at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
It was a safety mechanism to make
Yeah.
sure that the kids are safe. It just so happened that man, I got hooked on this summer stuff, this AAU stuff. And I started taking my high school teams and traveling all over the country in a very competitive manner.
Yeah.
One particular summer, I had Jimmy Sanders,
Mm-hmm.
kid named Rufus Lacey,
Mm-hmm.
Dion Tolliver,
Yeah.
kid by the name of Graham Alexa, who went to Lions,
Mm-hmm.
kid by the name of Karvell, who's at Champaign Centennial. He'll come up every weekend. He'll come up. Had another kid by the name of Chris, Adrian Coffey, Leonard Miles,
Mm.
Carmelo from King.
Yeah.
This team we took all over the fucking world, and we was wrecking fucking shop all over the world.
Yeah.
Biggest of the biggest. We had the AAU Nationals in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and we playing against Jermaine O'Neal, Ron Mercer, all of these cats just waxing these cats, man. And these cats can't understand where these little motherfuckers are coming from. And we just waxing these cats all over the place. We won the AAU Nationals that year. We were national champs that year with that small
Yeah.
team. We lost 2 games that year. And the 2 games we lost, I lost them intentionally.
Mm.
Kids were getting big heads, so I had to bring their heads down.
Right.
But those kids, man, if we didn't do what we did with those kids, we might not have saw some of those kids the next summer.
Mm.
So I continued with that, but I kept more of my own than other kids, and I
Okay.
started getting my whole varsity team. So this one particular summer, Dr. J.W. Smith was in charge of sports.
Yeah.
And he had a meeting with us right before the summer because we had summer leagues. That's when you had the summer leagues in the schools and you employed the kids and
Yeah.
that kind of it's a great program.
Yeah.
So he had a meeting with us saying, hey, man, look, listen, y'all do what y'all need to do in order to keep your kids safe, la, 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 la. So I said to Dr. Smith, I say, remember what you just said now, because I'm going to keep mine with me. But
The great J Dub, baby.
I'm taking mine to Florida to play in the AAU Nationals. That was the year with my high school team now. Martell Bailey,
Yep.
Cedric Banks,
Yep.
Dennis Trammell, Craig Franklin, Antoine Norfleet, Tavares Wiggins. And I had one more kid, I can't remember. But I went to the AAU Nationals with 8 players, my whole varsity team. Went to the AAU Nationals with my varsity team.
Mm-hmm.
The long story short, we didn't lose a game. We're playing the Illinois Warriors and Larry Butler's team. Matt Lottie, TJ Cummins, Darius Miles, Dwayne Wade was on this team. So I was sick that day. I was sick as a dog. This game is on ESPN. It's on national TV.
Yeah.
Sick as a dog, Karvell, before the game. Larry Butler comes down to my bench, and this is what he says to me. And me and Larry are friends today now.
Yep.
We wasn't friends back then.
Oh, okay.
We wasn't friends. I hated Larry's guts because Larry did some shit. But anyway, we're friends today. But Larry says to me, say, hey, man, let's put a good showing on for the TV. I looked, I say, Larry, what did you say? He said, let's put a good showing on for the TV. Mind you, I got stomach flu. I'm sick as a dog. Man, I hop up. I do my little whistle, take my boys out in the hallway. I give them a little pep talk. We come back out there. They start the game. Man, you can Google this game, actually. When we're done with this interview, I want you to Google that game.
Okay.
So the long story short, we win the national championship with my high school team against 5 pros. Cedric Banks got 38 in the MVP of the AAU national tournament. I turn around, it's like 8 or 9 Nike bigwigs. They all rise in unison and leave the arena. Me and Tracy Deal, these best buddies. Tracy screaming and hollering over there in the corner. True story, can't make this shit up. So we won the national championship. I come back home, getting ready for the season. I'm calling into my principal's office, Dr. Bills, love her to death. Calling to our office, Dr. Smith was in the office with him. And he come with this shit talking about, man, I got some bad news for you. We're gonna have to suspend you because you took your team to Florida. So I said, hold up. Let me get this right. You have a meeting with us before the start of the summer and tell us to do whatever we need to do to keep our boys busy and keep them safe. I take my boys to Orlando, Florida, someplace they have never been. Spend my own money. Don't ask for a dime from nobody. Don't get no school money, no nothing. And you gonna tell me that they're gonna try to suspend me because I spent my money on black kids spending my time? Lost y'all damn minds. But I didn't care, Karvell, because I knew the issue would come up. I wanted to bring some light to it. I wanted to bring some light to how you gonna tell me how to spend my money, my time with people. And seeing that it's so violent and all this other stuff is going on, y'all must want these kids to be out in the street doing nothing. So the long story short, we ended up being national champs, Karvell. They end up suspending me for half a season. I could run my practice and I could be at practice. I could even go to the games, Karvell. I just couldn't sit on the bench. Back then, Karvell, you remember the Nextel chirp phones?
Yeah. Yep.
My staff, the Nextel chirp phones, and that's how we got through the season until I came back. So, Karvell, they end up changing the rule the next year to whereas everybody in the state now has 25 contact days with their team. They call it the Chris Ed rule the following year.
Yeah.
Then the football got it. Then everybody else got it.
Yeah.
So I'm proud of that, Karvell. Because I wanted to do that, and I did it for that reason.
Yeah. Now that team that knocked off 5 pros. What was the tallest guy you had on that team, Coach?
Tallest kid on that team was a kid by the name of Antoine Norfleet. Antoine was about 6'2", and that's giving him probably a half inch.
So y'all won a national championship damn near with 6 feet and under.
Damn near.